Hello, hello. Everyone say a nice big hello.
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 Hello. So you guys can be heard, I can be heard. That must mean it is time for the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championship Festival 2022. And this is night number 3. On the screen you see that there are lots of fabulous performers who will be taking part in short form improv games, making up scenes, songs, stories and so much more based entirely on your suggestions, audience. So, first things first, my name is David Pstansky, and if I direct your eyes down to the bottom of the screen, there you will see the suggestion box. Currently in the suggestion box, it says support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/extreme improv. So if you would be so kind as to smash that subscribe button, that would be absolutely spectacular. Now, in a moment, I'm going to replace what we're looking for in the suggestion box. An audience, if you could give us some suggestions of random words. Please give us some suggestions of random words, and we will use them to inspire an upcoming game. Now, what I'll say is a couple of things before we begin. Now, audience, at the end of the show, we are going to have a big vote, but there will be lots of opportunities to vote on who you are enjoying the work of throughout the show, who you would like to see go forward to improv glory. And so make sure you give us lots of comments, lots of support, write some jokes and things into the comment section, and I will read them out periodically. Now, whilst we wait for the time delay to allow you to have time to put in some suggestions of random words, let's meet tonight's performers, starting with Ruth. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody. I am Ruth. I am currently in Banbury, in Oxfordshire, in the United Kingdom. And I'm sorry, I've got wet hair. I had a shower. I had to have a shower because I've been working really hard in the garden in Oxford. And it's all been a bit of a strange day, basically.
Okay, now speaking of strange people that may or may not work hard, I've never quite figured this out. Marty, say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody. This is Marty, and I am currently at my parents' house in Milton, Florida.
Okay, now someone who is at Marty's regular house rifling through things, no doubt, is Jennifer. Say hello to the people.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and I'm finding very intriguing things in Marty's house here in Norwalk, Connecticut.
Okay, now Marty may not realise that he lives in Connecticut, but someone that doesn't live in Connecticut is Becky. Say hello to the people.
Hi, I wish I lived in Connecticut because I like the Gilmore Girls. My name is Becky and I am zooming in from Wexford, Ireland.
Okay, now someone who may be in Wexford, Ireland, or they just may be on an island, I'm not sure, is Danny O'George. Say hello to the people.
Hello, I'm Danny. I'm from Portsmouth, but I'm not on the island of Portsmouth, so just by that much. Sorry, David.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't know Portsmouth was its own island.
Well, kind of. I'm on mainland England, by about that much.
Okay. Now, someone who is about that much away from the light above their head is Nisha. Say hello to the people.
Hey guys, my name is Nisha. I am zooming in from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, truly Asia, where it is 3 a.m. in the morning.
Wow, that is dedication and commitment. Thank you very much there, Nisha. But somewhere where it certainly isn't 3 a.m. is wherever Nick is. Say hello to the people.
Hi people, I'm Nick. It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm also on the east coast of the U.S. I'm in Virginia, in a small town called Waynesboro. And if anybody has heard of it, I'll be extremely surprised.
Extremely. Wow, so you two are literally like 12 hours apart. Wow, that's amazing. And Nisha, you're in the future, aren't you? I forget how the time does. I'm not very good with time. Yes, so you are tomorrow for me. Wow. Now then, let's have a look. In the comment section, we've got lots of comments already. Best of luck to all the extreme improvisers, says Maxine. We've also got suggestions of objects and random words and all sorts. Vertigo, that's a good one. We're going to start off with a game of verbatim. And the way this works is we're going to have one of our performers perform a 30-second dramatic monologue. After that, we're going to ask another performer to attempt to recreate it as precisely as they can. Now, I'm going to roll the dice to decide who will begin things here. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Jennifer, you will start things off. on the theme of Vertigo. You're going to have 30 seconds to create a dramatic monologue on the theme of Vertigo, and here you go.
So there I was, on the edge of the cliff, like a lemming, looking down below. Should I jump? I crept very slowly to the edge. I looked over. Oh, it was horrifying. I could see the waves crashing on the rocks below. I could see my brethren lemming crushed. Oh, God, no, that's too dark. It's too dark. I can't speak of it. Oh.
And that is time. That is time. So, well done there, Jennifer. Now, let's roll the dice to see who will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate their original monologue. And it's going to be Nisha. Nisha, you're going to have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Jennifer's original performance as precisely as you can. So, here you Vertigo.
Oh my goodness, it is so high over here. And I just went and I crept up to the edge and I saw my lemming brethren. Oh, it was way too dark. And so I stepped away from the edge, and I was just my back against the wall, and it was all so very dark.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. So now let's just quickly remove that spotlight. We're going to have one more of the performers who will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Nisha's recreation of Jennifer's original performance, and this time it will be Ruth. Now, Ruth, you will not be tasked with recreating Jennifer's original performance. You'll only be recreating the performance as given by Nisha. And here you go.
Oh, it was so dark. It was so high, and I crept forward to the edge, and oh no, my brethren, down below. Oh no, oh no, no. Oh God, how many times have I say no? No.
And that is time. Well done there. Well done. Now, just before we take things full circle, I just need to acknowledge that we should have Myra and Amy joining us. Hello, Myra and Amy. I think I just missed, as I was starting the show, missed your entrance. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. And Amy is joining somewhere in the background. Now, I'll come to you guys in a moment, just because we need to complete a circle on our opening challenge here. Now, before you've forgotten it, Jennifer, you will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Ruth's recreation of Nisha's recreation of your own original performance. Now, you're not recreating yourself or Nisha, you're just recreating the performance as given by Ruth. And here you go.
Crept to the edge. Oh, it was so dark, and there were my brethren. Oh, it was so... No! How many times can I say no? No, so very dark. No.
You have 4 seconds left.
Oh, no!
And that is time. Well done. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? If you feel that it was Jennifer, then vote for Jennifer. But remember that Jennifer's original performance is not up for scrutiny here. It's all about who did the best recreation of what came before. If you feel it was Ruth, then vote for Ruth. And if you feel it was Nisha, then vote for Nisha. Now, whilst we wait for the audience to put their votes into the comments section, let's ask the opinion of our experts. Marty, who do you think did the best recreation there?
Well, gosh, it was really tight between, I would say, Ruth and Jennifer. There was a lot of drama going on there, but I think I'm going to give it to Ruth.
Okay. Becky, in your expert opinion, who do you think did the best?
Yeah, tough one. I think I am going to go for Nisha.
Okay. Nick, what would you say?
I'm going to have to give it to Ruth.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Myra, you only just joined in time to see Jennifer's performance. Would you say it was Jennifer, or would you vote for someone else?
I didn't see any of the others.
That's probably for the best. Okay, Danny. I'm joking, of course. Danny, who would you vote for?
Can I vote for all three of them?
No, you may not. Yes, of course you can,
no.
Danny. Right. So, with that, now, Amy, I'm sure you can probably see us. But at the moment, we've got a non-webcam, like, crossed-off thing, but no microphone showing. So I'm just going to take that you're working out the tech issues, however long it takes. Take your time. Once you've figured it out, we will welcome you to the show. But I will, whilst we're waiting for the votes still to come through, Myra, say hello to the people. Tell the people a little bit about where you're from or something like this. Just give us an introduction.
Hello, people. I'm Myra Duckworth. I'm from Birmingham in the UK.
Awesome.
And I.
No, go on.
Yay!
Yay! Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. We'll get you into a game momentarily. So, okay, once again, I'm going to remind all of our performers, Scouts Honor, keep track of how many votes you get per round, and then we'll find out who wins some bonus points along the way, because I'm about to read out the votes, and I won't be able to keep track myself. But we have votes come through for Ruth, Jennifer, Ruth. Oh, hang on a second. I'm going to start this again, because we've got some comments which are making it confusing for me to read. Okay, here we go again. Jennifer, Nisha, Jennifer, 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 Ruth, Nisha, Jennifer, Jennifer, Ruth, Jennifer, and Ruth. Now, I think Jennifer's taken it. Jennifer, how many votes did you have?
Oh, God. 5?
Okay.
I needed to grab my pen, so I'm not sure.
Ruth, how many did you have?
3.
Okay, and Nisha, I think it was just the 2 after that. So the bonus point to begin with goes to Jennifer. Well done. Now, with this, we are going to go on to our next challenge. Our next challenge, now the numbers may not work out here. We definitely haven't had Becky, Marty, Myra, Danny, Nick, and if Amy makes it, this will work out. If not, then we'll figure something out. But we're going to do what's known as a duo verbatim scene, where we will have 2 performers at a time, and they will have 45 seconds to create a scene, and then we're going to ask another 2 performers to attempt to recreate the original scene as precisely as they can. Now, Jimmy Mack in the comments says that he thinks that the dice are loaded. They were loaded for Ewan on Monday, and so what we're going to do, just because of that, I do have an on-screen dice that you guys won't be able to see, not that you can see the one in my hand anyway, but you'll be able to see that I am not loading the dice if this works, which it isn't. There we go. Right, so let's bring up, I'm going to tell you who we're using, and we have a number, it says 19, but I'm going to interpret that as 9, Danny, that will be you, and it says 5, and since Nisha is in the 5th position on the screen, but Marty is next to you, I'm going to interpret that as Marty. So Danny and Marty, you will have 45 seconds to create a scene, and let's grab a suggestion that will decide what it is. Audience, just before we continue, could you please start suggesting for us some famous films? Could you please start suggesting some famous films, and we will use them to inspire an upcoming game. But for now, the word for you is Cat's Cradle, as suggested by Mary Adams on Facebook. Cat's Cradle is the inspiration for this scene, and here you go.
Did you buy that cradle for the cat?
I was going to, but my fingers are too fat.
My cat is such a baby to me. I've got to have a cradle for that
Oh my
cat.
word. Why don't
Cat,
you just get a pushchair?
No, my cat is my baby. My baby needs a cradle. Go get a cradle for my baby.
Oh,
No,
I
that's
suppose
all
you'll be
right.
wanting me to change its diapers next.
It does have diapers. It does, and it drinks from a bottle.
Ugh.
Please, take care of my baby kitty. Please.
Not this bottle, I hope.
No, not like that. A baby bottle.
Oh, baby bottle? You mean like
That's
this
all right,
one?
baby kitty.
And
it's
that
all
is
right.
time. That is time. Well done there, guys. Well done. So, now we're going to get 2 more performers. And, well, let's just roll the dice because there's only so many that it can be. Right, so first of all, we're going to have Becky. And next of all, we are going to... Ruth, you've done it. Let's just roll that again. Okay, Myra. Becky and Myra, you will have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate Marty and Danny's original scene as precisely as you can. So let's put you onto Spotlight now. Here we see Becky. Here we find Myra. 45 seconds on the clock, and here you go.
Oh, did you get the cat's cradle for my baby?
No, my fingers are too fat.
Oh, but my cat is like, he's a baby, so he really needs a cradle in it.
I'll just use a pushchair or something like that instead.
No. He needs a cradle, and he needs his bottle, and he needs his diapers, and all that. He's
I mean like a red bottle? A bottle
No.
of rum? Like a red...
No, like a baby's bottle.
What about Jim Beam bottle? That's a good bottle.
No, he's my baby. He can't be drinking cheap crap like that.
And that is time. Well done. Well done. So, with this, Amy, if you can message if you're there. Amy, if you were there, in like lost in the ether of the Zoom waiting room, just send a message so that like speak to us. We'll do a seance, but then we'll know you're there. But it leaves us with Nick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a dice, and one of the performers from the last round will get be used to help us out here, and that will be Ruth. So Nick and Ruth. Let's put you onto Spotlight. So here we see Nick. Here we will see Ruth. You're going to have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate Becky and Myra's recreation of... I forget who went first. Right, and here you go.
Oh, did you get the cradle for my cat?
The cat was a baby.
Yeah, well, he's my baby, isn't he? Did you get the cradle? I need the cradle for him.
Sure.
Oh, I need the cradle. Where's the cradle for him? The cat's cradle. Cat's cradle.
You also need a bottle.
A bottle? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't not like that bottle. Not like that bottle that you got there. No, a baby bottle. Because the cat's my baby, isn't he?
like this one.
What was that there? What's that? That doesn't look like safe for my baby to have. That looks like it could be eaten or something.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. So once again, we're going to take things full circle. Marty and Danny, you in fact did start us off. So you're now going to have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate Nick and Ruth's recreation of Myra and Becky's original performance. Oh, no, your original... Oh, I don't care. Right, you know what I'm going for. You guys know it. Right, and here you go.
Oh, did you get the cat's cradle for my baby kitty?
Yes. So your cat's a baby, yeah?
Yeah, my kitty is my baby. Yeah.
Oh.
I can't have real kids, so I just have a kitty baby.
Oh, you in a bottle? You want a baby bottle?
No. My cat can't drink that cheap crap. He's got to drink the best stuff in the world. Because he's my baby kitty. That's a big bottle. It's a big black bottle. Are you sure that's a bottle? It looks like something else. We're talking about a kitty, not a pussy.
Wow.
And that is time. Well done. Well done. So, audience, it is now voting time. Which pair do you think did the best recreation of what came before? Now, remember that Marty and Danny's original performance is not up for scrutiny here. Once again, it's about who did the best recreation. But you can either vote for Danny and Marty, you can vote for Nick and Ruth, or you can vote for Becky and Myra. Put your votes into the comment section, and we will once again ask our experts, starting with Jennifer. Who do you think did the best recreation of what came before?
Oh, it's always tough, but I gotta give it to Danny and Marty's full circle recreation because it made me laugh. There you go.
That is what we're aiming for. Nisha, who do you think did the best?
Oh, I think that it would go to Myra. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, with this, now I need a few more seconds just to allow the votes to come through, so I'm going to do a sneaky plug. Now, audience, I've got a couple of books that you should be buying. No, but I've got a couple of books which, if you'd like to, you can buy. There's the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which will tell you how to play all of the games we do on tonight's show, plus literally about almost 100 more. And there's also the recently released Extreme Improv Ultimate Guide to Creating Virtual Theatre. This show is an example of virtual theatre, and this book would step you through how to make it in dozens of different ways. So do check them both out on Amazon, and also you can get them on paperback or Kindle editions all the way around the world. Now, with this, I'm going to say that's enough time to see what votes are coming through. Audience, as always, give your votes as quick as you can. You can only vote once, though, audience, per voting round, so don't spam the chat. But let's have a look what we've got here. Right, we have votes. Hello, Bear in the comments. Actual Bear, not Andrew Whittington. Right, we've got a vote for Myra and Becky. We have a vote for Danny and Marty. We have another vote for Danny and Marty, and then we have a vote for Marty and Danny. Bear says Danny and Marty. Diz says Danny and Marty. Danny and Marty from Sophie. Myra and Becky from Jane. Licorice and Pizza from Mary Adams. That may be a different suggestion, though. Right, so then we've got Ruth and Nick, Danny and Marty. Marty and Danny, that isn't the same vote. Let's see. Ruth and Nick, Myra, Becky, Myra and Becky, and Danny and Marty. I'm fairly certain Danny and Marty have taken it. Any objections to that? No? Going once, going twice. Excellent. So, with this, we're going to move rapidly onto our next game. For our next game, we're going to play the band letter game. And the way it works is we'll have two performers in the scene at any one time. And every time the performers speak, they will not be allowed to say any words that contain the band letter. If they say any words that contain the band letter, they'll be knocked out of the game. If they have what we deem to be a circular conversation, and just to give an example of that, if characters are saying like, "Hi, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Are you good? Yes, I am." The story isn't going anywhere, so mix up the vocabulary. And
you mean like what you normally do, David?
Hang on, Marty, I've got something for you here. Right, so anyway, what was I going to say? Damn it, Marty, I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, don't hesitate, so don't leave long pauses in between things. Now then, let's roll the dice to see who will start things off. And we are going to have Nick, and we are going to have Ruth. Nick and Ruth. Now, the one other thing I'll say, if you do particularly well, I may tag you out periodically. So, this scene is going to be about... let's see. It's going to be about a Rubik's Cube. A Rubik's Cube. So that's going to inspire it. And who did I say was starting? Nick and Ruth, didn't I? And
what's the letter? I'm
going to find out. Just one moment. So bringing up the on-screen suggestion generator, which you can get as an app, guys. I'm filled with plugs tonight. So the suggested letter is N. You are not allowed to say any words that contain the letter N. If I think you're doing too well in a minute, I will add another letter. So with this, here you go.
How does this work?
I have not.
Oh, not! And with that, Nick, you are out. Next up, we're going to have Marty. You are in.
Have you tried a Rubik's Cube?
No.
No, and with that, right, you are out, Marty. Oh, dropping like flies here. Next in, we will have Nisha. Don't say your own name.
Please help me.
All right, let me try.
How does it work?
Twist it.
Which way?
Either way. Just keep going.
Going! Oh! Nisha, the look of recognition. Myra, you are in.
Have you got got the Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, loads. Big, small,
Big,
right?
big Rubik's Cube? How big?
Really big. You?
I saw a big.
Do you like them big? Do you like them big, Ruth?
Yes.
Or small?
Big is good,
Yeah.
but
Me
difficult.
too.
Very difficult. The colours are
Sometimes.
hard.
Sometimes it takes lots of practice.
Right.
I like to practice with the big
Rubik's.
Rubik's cubes.
Well,
Mm.
rotating must.
Rotating! Rotating!
yes.
Oh, Ruth! Well done, though, Ruth. You're in a long time there. Next in, Becky.
I hate Rubik's Cubes.
Why? They're great. Loads of fun.
Oh, fun! Fun! Oh, with that, Myra, you're eliminated. Jennifer, you haven't been in, have you?
Ooh.
In you go.
Can't say the word. Have you accomplished this diabolical toy?
Yes. I think.
Think! Oh! With that, Becky, you're eliminated. Danny, you are in.
Well, hi there.
No. I am a fish.
Oh, I don't even know what you did wrong.
Aficionado was coming out of my
I
mouth.
was about to say aficionado, so I just eliminated.
Oh, okay. And with that, is that everyone? Has anyone not been in? Going once, going twice, and seen. Well done, well done. A few bonus points there for people who managed to stay in a long time, judged along the way. Now, audience, I have asked you for some suggestions of famous films. Good. I'm going to change what I'm looking for. Could you please now give us some suggestions of professions? Give us some suggestions of professions, and we'll use them to inspire an upcoming game. But let's have a quick look at the comments. And remember, audience, you can give us comments throughout the entire show. Mention things that we do that you like. Put quotes of us, or if we do something good, or say complimentary things about me. Whatever you want, it's all good. Right, so let's have a look here. This got out of hand quick, says Bear. I missed that. That was earlier. I missed the context. So yes, I agree it did. So why isn't Andrew an option? Andrew isn't on the show tonight. Or I think in the championship, actually. I don't think he could do it. But Andrew will be with the Geek Battle live show this Sunday in London. So there you go. This band letter game, aka No F in Way, says Jimmy Mack. That's quite a good name for it. Right. And let's see. Now, though, we are going to do some 1 minute remakes. We're going to do some 1 minute remakes. We're going to have 2 performers at a time, and they will be tasked with recreating an entire film in just 1 minute. They're between them going to play all of the characters. They're going to make sure the story has a beginning, middle, and end, and they are going to do all of the famous lines, all of the famous moments, the most famous scenes, just crammed into 1 minute. Now, as a warning for our performers, or as a tip, if you don't know the film that you're working on, just make it up based on the title and it'll be fine. Now, let's roll a dice to see who we'll have. Let's use the on-screen one. So, I'm going to see we've got number 9 again. Oh, that's Danny. And we have number 20, which obviously is a D20 dice. Let's not use that one then. So we are going to have number 6, which is Myra. So Danny and Myra, let's find a movie for you to recreate. And I think the film for you to recreate is going to be Speed. Speed is the film. So here we see Myra. Here we see Danny O'George. And you're going to have 1 minute to recreate the movie Speed, and here you go.
Okay, this is the next stop on my route. Would you like to get on the bus?
Yes, please, let's go.
Awesome. Climb aboard. Right. Can you hear a strange ticking noise?
Oh my gosh, yes, I can. Where's that coming from? Do you know, I thought it was my watch.
I know, it's
my
got
watch
nice
is
rhythms in it.
going fast. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, wow. Is that a bomb? Don't tell me it's a bomb. Oh my gosh, I think it's a bomb.
Oh, hold on. Sandra Bullock's back there. Maybe she can do something.
Oh my gosh. I think the driver just died. One of us is going to have to take over the wheel. Can you take over the wheel? Can you drive?
Yes.
Can you drive?
I'll drive.
I should drive. Because other people on the bus, if we don't do this, the bomb's going to go off. Don't slow down.
Try not to. There's Sunday drivers everywhere.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. I love the revelation that we had that after about 48 seconds, you were like, oh, Sandra Bullock is back there. And I was like, well, who have you been playing this whole movie? Right, okay. So, she drives it most of the time. So you were just like the random bus driver who I think gets shot. Right, okay. So let's have a look. Oh, no, wrong dice. Let's use the on-screen dice. To see who will go next, we are going to have Marty and we are going to have Becky. Marty and Becky, let's find a film for you. Could you please recreate The Avengers? The Avengers. So let's have a look. Here we see Becky. Here we see Marty. And 1 minute remake. Here you go.
I am Loki, and I have the Loki Pokey Stick.
I am one of the other Marvel Universe characters. Let's go with Thor, since you're Loki.
Yes, my brother, you'll never stop me.
What about if I get my hammer?
Your hammer will never defeat my Loki Pokey Stick.
I don't know about that. I'm really strong and blonde. And hot.
Yes, but you're really also very stupid. I
Yeah,
am the
but,
stronger
you know.
of the two.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no,
You're
you
pretty
have a Hulk. Ah,
There's a Hulk.
bam,
Get him.
bam, bam.
He's dead. But the franchise is not. It will continue.
No,
And that is time.
I die about 3 times.
It's true. It is true. Right, well done. Fabulous stuff. So, let's see who will go next. I keep going to use my non-on-screen dice. Let's show the audience what we have, though. So, next up we have Nisha, and we have Nick. Nisha and Nick. So, let's see what film for you to recreate. Could you please recreate for us Encanto. Encanto. Okay, so the recent Disney Pixar film, I don't know. One of those two. Both of those two, maybe. Right, so anyway, here we see Nick. Here we see Nisha and Encanto, and here you go.
We don't talk about Bruno.
I know, but we need to talk about Bruno. Everybody avoids Bruno.
Yeah, but Bruno is kind of crazy. He's sneaking around the house. He appears in the background of most of the early scenes, and if you don't...
I'm just gonna play music, because music makes everyone feel better.
Yes,
And maybe...
music does make everyone feel better. Oh
we
no!
must go on a journey.
One of our sisters is losing all their powers.
Oh, what do we do? Let's combine our musical powers and save her.
Sure.
Let's go on a
Let's talk to
journey.
Grandmother Jacinta
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. So, that was Encanto. Now, who has not had a go yet? We have not had Ruth and Jennifer. Ruth and Jennifer. So, I should have written down what films people did earlier, because it will be relevant. So, here we see Ruth and Jennifer. could you please recreate for us the film Mickey Blue Eyes? Mickey Blue Eyes. Do you not know it? Do you not know it? Everyone else knew theirs, so do you want one you know? Look, I'm feeling generous tonight. Do you want one you know? Let's have at least one of you know the film that we're doing. But only if you promise to watch Mickey Blue Eyes at some point. It's a good film. Right, okay, good. Let's see. So could you please recreate for us The Shawshank Redemption? The Shawshank Redemption. And here you go.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna stand in the rain. I don't know.
Hold on a moment. We've got so many prisoners here. What makes you so special?
I'm Tim Robbins, and I will chip my way out of this prison. If it's the last thing I do, I'll chip away inch by inch, by inch, by inch, and finally I'll creep out.
That's a very big poster you've got on your wall there.
Well, don't mind the poster. Don't mind it. There's nothing under it. I just want to have this glorious moment. In fact, let's just fast forward to that. I'm out. I'm standing in the rain. I'm Tim Robbins.
And you left everyone else behind. You left me all behind. Well, you go out and we get to stay here? God, that's not much fun, is it?
Well, I can't quite remember, but I'm sure I'll come back in and get you.
I don't think you will. I think you'll find I'm gonna die
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. So, audience, it is now voting time. Which did you think was the most Oscar-worthy performance? Put your votes into the comment for the film which you thought was the best recreation. So the nominees were, we had Speed, which was Myra and Danny. We had The Avengers with Becky and Marty. We had Encanto with Nick and Nisha. And we had The Shawshank Redemption with Ruth and Jennifer. So put your votes into the comment section now, and we will see which one we'll be giving some bonus points out for. So let's just have a quick look to what we've got into the comment section here. Dark Overlord Bear says, Danny isn't quite as good as Andrew, but he's cool. There you go, Danny. I don't know what you should do with that information.
I was only second best to Andrew anyways.
There you go. What else do we have? Scrolling back to see if there's anything else I missed. Oh, wow. We've got loads of suggestions for professions coming up, which will be coming up in a moment for our joke-telling round. Audience, I will remind you, if you haven't done so already, please smash that subscribe button on youtube.com/extreme improv. Now, with this championship and with all the shows, basically, I'm trying to get the show seen by as many people as possible, and so the more subscribers there are, the more YouTube will be like, this is a cool thing, let's recommend it out to people. And I'm trying to reach the 1,000 subscriber mark, and we've still got just over 100 to go. So if you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, DLive, Twitter, any of these other places, I appreciate it. Click the like, follow, or whatever there. But the main one, if you can help us, go over to youtube.com/extreme improv. Also, if you're enjoying the show and you want to root for one of your favourites, ask a friend to watch with you. They can give some votes as well. Now, let's have a look. Get ready to start counting these votes. R.I.P. Jimmy Kahn. Yes, he was in Mickey Blue Eyes. And yeah, it's very sad. A couple of weeks ago, I think. Right, so we have votes for The Avengers, for Ruth and Jennifer, for Speed, for The Avengers, for Speed, for The Shawshank Redemption, for The Avengers, for Jennifer, excuse me, and Ruth. Then The Shawshank Redemption, Ruth and Jennifer. Marty and Becky, Shawshank. And then Shawshank again. And I'm now going to do a 5-second countdown. Audience, as always, get your votes in quick because of the time delay. And we'll say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That one just says enters. I don't know if that's meant to be a vote for anyone. How many votes did we have for Speed, guys? For Speed. How many was for Speed? 2. Okay. How many for The Avengers? 4. How many for Encanto?
Goose.
Okay. And how many for Shawshank Redemption? 6. So the points there go for Ruth and Jennifer. Don't worry if you didn't get the votes there. There is still plenty of opportunities to get votes and get bonus points along the way. And the big vote will be coming at the end of the show tonight. Now, we're going to go on to our joke-telling game. Now, the joke-telling game that we're going to be playing tonight is Stopped by the Copper. We are going to play the joke-telling game Stopped by the Copper. And the way it works is you are all going to tell jokes which will follow the rhythm. Why was the blank stopped by the copper? And then you make up the punchline that follows. So we'll use a profession as suggested by the audience. So it'll be, why was the name of profession stopped by the copper? And then you make up the punchline. If you have a joke, give a wave so that we don't all come in at the same time. And let's see what one we've got first. We're going to start with, why was the farmer stopped by the copper? Why was the farmer stopped by the copper, as suggested by Rob Kirby on YouTube? If you have a joke, Danny, what the heck is going on with that light? Disco.
Well, it's not, I was just bringing attention to myself.
No, absolutely. It's a good way. Right, okay. So, why was the farmer stopped by the copper? If you have a joke, Marty.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? I don't know, man, but we don't like the pigs, see?
Haha. Becky, was that a wave?
Yeah. Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? Because he's a little too fond of those sheep.
Okay, Jennifer.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? The copper just was on his beat.
Aha. Nisha.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? Because he was being a bit of a bully.
Aha. I get it. Right, Danny.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? Because he had enough of his crop.
Okay, Nick.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? Because he was being a horse's ass.
Okay, Marty.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? So he can help the farmer look for his wife. They were trying to track her.
Becky.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? Because the price of wheat is robbery.
Okay, Marty.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? Because he plowed through a bunch of people on the highway.
Ouch. Right, Nick.
Why was the farmer stopped by the copper? He was trying not to rust.
Okay, anyone going once, going twice? Let's mix up the profession. So next up, we are going to go with... Oh, we've never had this one before, from Circadia5. If you haven't clicked that subscribe on YouTube, please do. Right, has suggested oral surgeon. So I know what jokes we'll go for here, but let's see what we can do. So a mouth surgeon. So a mouth surgeon. Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? Danny.
Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? Well, he didn't know, but he was about to get filled in.
Haha. Becky.
Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? They both like canines.
Ruth.
Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he kept giving him too much lip.
Myra.
Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he had to gobstop her.
Marty.
Why was the oral surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he was speeding, because he had to be somewhere by 2:30.
Way. Nisha.
Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he wanted him to exercise his right to be silent.
Nick.
Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? He was told to brace himself.
Becky.
Why was the oral surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he was shocked by the bill.
Danny.
Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he had enough of his lies, he just wanted the truth.
Jennifer.
Why was the oral surgeon stopped by the copper? He wanted to stop him before it got into that chopper.
Nick.
Why was the mouth surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he was trying to get into that cavity.
Marty, and then we're going to mix it up. Well, then Ruth.
Why was the oral surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he knew he had gotten to a wreck because his car was dentist.
Okay, Nisha, did you have one as well? I saw the look of disappointment. So, Ruth, then Nisha, and then we will mix up the category.
Why was the oral surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he kept being mouthy.
Nisha.
Why was the oral surgeon stopped by the copper? Because he was behaving rather nervous.
Ooh. Right, love it. Guys, well done. I'm proud of you for no one took that dirty. Well done, you guys. Right, so let's see what we've got here. One more. We've got so many good suggestions here. I don't think we're going to use it, but if anyone does want to, I'm going to give you a different one to use. But Rob Kirby has suggested Gary Busey's personal assistant, which is a great suggestion for a job. But we're going to go with a beauty vlogger. Why was the beauty vlogger stopped by the copper? If you have a joke, give a wave. Nisha.
Why was the beauty blogger stopped by the copper? Because he was being a beast.
Jennifer.
Why was the beauty blogger stopped by the copper? Because he was about to lipstick him up.
Nick.
Why was the beauty blogger stopped by the copper? Because he was Gary Busey's assistant.
Love it. Danny.
Why was the beauty blogger stopped by the copper? Because they just couldn't blend in.
Aha. Becky.
Why was the beauty blogger stopped by the copper? Because he hadn't arrested that many people that day and he just needed a little bit of filler.
Aha. Marty.
I was Gary Busey's personal assistant stopped by the copper because he kept getting pulled over and he couldn't get a point break.
Aha. Love it. Danny.
Why was the beauty vlogger stopped by the copper? Because they paid him a compliment and he started to blush.
Ah. Marty.
Well, I was Gary Busey's personal assistant stopped by a copper because his body was a lethal weapon.
Booyah. Jennifer.
Why was the beauty vlogger stopped by the copper? Because the copper had built a very solid foundation for this case.
Ah, like it. Marty.
Why was Gary Busey's personal assistant stopped by the copper? Because they thought he was a predator, too.
Ah, okay. Anyone else? If you have a joke now, but otherwise we'll begin to wrap this one. Anyone? Going once? Becky.
Why was Gary Busey's personal assistant stopped by the copper? Because the whole town was under siege.
Way. Okay. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, and scene. Oh, Nick.
No, it's fine.
No, go for it.
Why was Gary Busey's assistant stopped by the copper? Because he was all tooth and no nail.
Love it. So, and scene. Right, now then, audience. Let's have a very, very quick vote. Literally, I'm going to put a 30-second timer. Who do you think came up, not with the most quantity of jokes, but the best quality of jokes? So give a quick vote. I'm literally going to put 30 seconds timer. So by the end of this 30 seconds, I'm not going to wait any longer. So you need to type now. Let's have a look. Audience, I forgot to say, but did you have any jokes? I forgot to say again. I remembered to say yesterday and we got a few. But audience, you can always give us your ideas for jokes. Because after these guys have done it, we'll need a laugh. Now then, let's have a look. So, let's see. 27, 28, 29. I bet there's about a 45-second time delay. Right, so here come the votes. And we have votes for Nisha, for Nick, for Jennifer, and for Danny. Evidently, the 30 seconds wasn't enough because we've got a lot more votes previously. But what the hell? What can we do? I'm going to give a 5-second countdown. I told the audience they'd only have 30 seconds to do it. Audience, if it's easier, on the next game, vote before they begin, which makes sense. Right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, that's it. So Nisha, Nick, Jennifer, Danny. That's very decisive and conclusive, isn't it? And then one's come through for Marty. Do you know what? Like, I'll figure out this in a minute. And another one for Danny. Right, so anyway, I'll work out those votes because we've got a couple more games to get to. Audience, could you start suggesting for us some well-known characters from fiction or people from history plus unusual things for them to do? Well-known characters from fiction or people from history plus unusual things for that personal character to be doing. Now, we are going to go on to our next game. Now, with 8 of you on the screen, let's see what we'll do. Okay, let's roll the dice to decide who we're going to do something with. We'll start off with 3 performers. And let's see. So suggestion generator up. And so performer, we're going to have, it says me, excellent, let's get someone else. So I'm going to count that as 14, Jennifer. And then we're going to have Marty, and then we are going to have Nick. Jennifer, Marty, and Nick. Let's put you on screen here. So here we see Jennifer, here we see Marty, and here we see Nick. Now, the game I'm going to ask you to do is what is known as every sentence must. Every sentence must. And the way it works is you're going to perform a scene, but every line of dialogue must include a word from a particular category. So, for example, if every sentence must include the name of a body part, then you could say, oh, my head is hurting, but you want to use the words more creatively, so you'd be like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're joining the army, and so on and so forth. But I'll give you a different category. So let's have a look. Lisa O'Connor says, Becky! In the comments there. So that's for you, Becky. Now, and it's got an exclamation mark at the end, so that's why I shouted it. But let's have a look. So for you guys, you are symphony conductors. Symphony conductors. And let's say every sentence must include the name of a food. Every sentence must include the name of a food. You're symphony conductors, and here you go.
Well, feel like we're in a bit of a souffle here.
I need a better celery to be doing this kind of work.
Some would say that they would radish to a different type of job, but I think it's kind of cheesy, this one.
Yeah, I sometimes want to say pasta la vista to this job.
I do love conducting, though. My favorite is when I twirl my bacon.
Talk about boring. The song that we've done, we've played it like 7 or 8 times this week.
Oh, wait, next week we're going to be conducting a new version of one of Mozzarella's plays or songs.
Mozzarella is my favorite type of cheese, especially when it's all about Bach and bacon and...
I just love that
You mean Bach bacon?
Yeah.
Bach bacon, of course. I just love that symphony by Debussy. It's my fave.
Oh, wait. I have to get my grocery list. Lists.
Go shopping for some meat.
This is really celery really well, yeah?
Yes, and scene! Well done, well done. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Now, I realise I should have done this with 4 and then 4 again because the numbers, I accidentally counted myself. So, what do I do here? I could have 5 of you in the next one. And I think I will. Why not? Because otherwise, if we put someone who hasn't played it before, it's a tough game, so you can all look after each other. So let's see who we've got. We will have Myra. We will have Nisha. We will have Becky. We will have Ruth. And we will have Danny. You're going to do the same game, because I quite enjoyed that. So let's just do the same game again. For this one, excuse me, you are going to be, you are DJs. You are DJs, disc jockeys, as suggested by Dave MC on YouTube. And let's say that every sentence must include the name of a famous film. Every sentence must include the name of a famous film. You are disc jockeys, and here you go.
I don't want to blindside you all, but we have got a lot to do here.
My
We need to
t-shirt
speed up.
color purple, and it's the best t-shirt I ever wore.
Okay, Myra, I know, but we need this next one to have like a Dune vibe, so your t-shirt doesn't really matter right now.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with my deck. I think everything's frozen.
Oh, careful with that. It'll end up in a tangle.
I think somebody's over there taking some speed.
I need to get my manager here. Has anyone seen Psycho, Simon Cowell?
I think he's in Charlotte's Web over there.
I heard he had a bit of a crash.
Dude, where's my car? He took it and he crashed it. What the hell?
Mine was taken too.
This kid is so far out there, it is over the rainbow. Going into the Wizard of Oz. Let's call him up.
I mean, didn't he crash into that lion's cage? I think everyone said it was a Zoolander. That's where he landed the car.
Straight up Inception, guys. Straight up Inception.
Hold on, I've got a wardrobe thing here. Can you just make this Titanic?
Y'all are brave, real brave to come out here and do this.
I've got a brave heart.
Yeah.
I feel I'm a bit gone, you know, girl.
Or in this side of the water.
I can't believe I almost turned this opportunity down. I mean, I'll never say never again.
Yeah, that last one really had me dirty dancing.
I remember you got all footloose.
It was like Grease Lightning up in there.
Yeah, it really had a deep impact. Really deep.
You really stepped up.
Yeah. Danny stepped up too.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've done practicing. Shall we get to the venue? I think it's 8 miles down the road.
Yeah, let's get
Is that
going.
past Green Mile? I think that's way past Green Mile.
Right? You don't have to scream at me.
And scene. Well done. Well done. Excellent stuff there. Excellent stuff. Now then, I think after the last game I didn't ask the audience to vote. Is that correct? Ah, shit. Right, so anyway, look, the first rule of extreme improv is things are going to go wrong. The second rule is there may, so that went wrong as well. Now, anyway, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because it's only like a solitary point. So after those 2 rounds, audience, just looking at the time, we do have time for a penultimate game before our finale. But I will ask you, on either of those games, who do you think did the best? And I'll give a couple of points. So who do you think did the best incorporating their category into their scene? Obviously, the first scene, we had 3 performers. The second scene, we had 5. So just give votes. It can be for any of the performers here. I will give you just a couple of seconds to do so, whilst I also have a look at the comment section. Audience, as always, give us lots of thoughts and comments throughout. Jimmy Mack says, "You guys are so precious," based on the novel Push by Sapphire. I don't understand that comment at all, if I'm completely honest. Anyone? Jennifer,
Well, it is
you do?
Jimmy Mag, so.
Well,
No,
Precious is a film, and
Oh, so is that what we're going for there?
And so
Yeah.
is Push, for that matter.
so
Who? Oh, I see. He was playing the game. I like
I
it.
think he was.
Right, we've got lots of suggestions coming through for characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. But give us a few more, audience, as they are always useful. Not just for this show, but just in everyday life, you know, so do what you can with them. Now then, let's have a quick look at the votes coming through. As always, audience, put those votes coming through here. I'll award a couple of points based on who was in what round. And so, we have, let me know how many votes you get here, guys. Here we go. Votes for Marty, Nisha. Go Nisha! Then Marty and his bacon says Stephen Disbro on YouTube. Marty, Ruth, Jennifer, Nisha. That's where we're up to here. I am going to give a 5-second countdown. Another vote comes from Marty. James says Marty in the previous one and Danny for the last one. What? I understand what you mean, but previous and last kind of mean the same thing. Ruth, and now we're going to start the 5-second countdown. We're going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's see. How many votes do you have, Ruth?
2.
Okay, fabulous. How many did you have, Becky? Did you get... No, oh, don't worry. Jennifer, how many did you have? Another vote's come through just now for Danny. Keep track. Jennifer, yep, okay, keeping track of this here. How many did you have, Marty?
5.
5, that's a lot. Right, Myra? Okay, Nisha? 3, okay, good start. Okay, and anyone else? Nick, how many? Don't worry. 2, right, excellent. And Danny, 2. Excellent. So I'll award points based on that. Sorry, just had to do what we could there just to play catch up. Our penultimate game we're going to play is going to be Single Syllable Showdown. And the way this works is we'll have 2 performers in the scene at any one time, and everything they say has to be single syllable words. So for example, they could say hi, but they cannot say hello. They could say Dave, but they cannot say David. Everything has to be single syllable words. You're also not allowed to hesitate, and you're not allowed to have what we deem to be a circular conversation. If you break any of these rules, then I will eliminate you from the game. If you're doing particularly well, I'll tag you out of the game just to allow other people in. So let's roll the dice to see who is going to start things off for us here. And we are going to have Danny, and we are going to have Becky. Danny and Becky. So let's put you on the screen. We'll find what your scenario is going to be. Here we see Becky. Here we see Danny. Oops. Here we see Danny. And your scene this time is going to be about... You are farmers again. Let's get something other than banana farmers. 3 different types of farmers we've had tonight, guys. Okay, let's go with... scrolling back. We had beauty vloggers, but this is slightly different. We'll go with fashion models. You are fashion models. Okay, single syllable words only, and here you go.
Ew.
Watch me strut my stuff.
Ew. You are gross.
Oh, that's not nice. Why would you say that?
I just don't like you.
Oh, that's fair. My strut, though, how was that?
It was so bad.
Oh, man. I worked hard on that, too.
Well,
How do I make it good?
more ass.
More ass?
Yes. Much more ass.
Like that Kim bird.
Yes.
She broke the thing. The net, the web.
The web.
Right. How do
More ass than Kim. Much more ass than Kim.
Circular conversation warning. Circular conversation warning. Vary up the language, guys.
What should I fill it with?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe 2 syllables. Well done, Becky. We will tag you out there. Next in, Marty.
Your ass is tight,
Why, thank you.
but your boobs are too small.
What?
Yes, I like them big.
What do I fill those with, then?
Rice,
Rice.
bags of rice.
You mad?
Then they'll swing.
I'm out.
Okay, Danny, tag you out there. Next in, we are going to have Myra.
Oh, this is crazy.
Work it, babe.
Yeah. You like it?
Walk.
I
Walk
said,
for
do you
me.
like it?
I like to watch.
Do some.
That dress is tight.
You got swag, man. I
Yeah,
like it. You're looking
and you
good.
got
Oh, looking.
Yeah,
Myra, we'll
babe.
tag you out. Looking good. Looking. Okay, Nick, you're in.
What?
You have to strut more.
Must I?
Put some bounce in it.
What should I bounce?
Your bits.
My upper bit?
Oh, other with that. Okay, so next up, let's see who hasn't been in. Jennifer.
I will strut. I will slink. I will prance. All those things.
Will you swing?
Oh, I will swing.
Will you sway?
Yeah, baby.
Will you walk my way?
We'll walk in a fine way down that plank.
Great. Show off them legs.
I have legs and arms,
Yes. Tight,
a brain.
sweet, smooth legs.
Hot boobs.
They swing like rice bags.
That's
Okay,
I like that.
Marty, at this point, I'm going to tag you out, partly because you're doing well, partly to save yourself. Right, okay. Nisha, you are in.
Hi, big boobs.
Me too.
We are the same.
We are hot.
We are twins. High five.
Put them there.
It's nice to be so damn hot.
Tell me something.
Oh, something! Right, Nisha, we will tag you out. Ruth, you are in.
It's hot in here.
You're hot in here.
I have sweat.
Right. Not good for the look.
Not at all. I need ice.
Get some. Get some now. Put it in your bra.
In the bra?
Yeah. Oh,
It's cold.
yeah. Cools you down fast and makes wet bits. Whoops. You now have wet boobs. Yeah,
Do the boys like wet boobs?
I think so.
They poke out.
Yeah, they do.
I make them poke.
Boys will love it.
I like your pants.
Thanks. And you,
They're tight.
yeah, and short.
Butt cheeks.
They're hard. Firm.
They're made of skin
Yes, of course.
and meat.
Of course. But don't eat them.
As most pants are made of.
cloth.
Nice belt.
You like it?
You should strut.
I would love to. Watch me strut. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, guys, I'm going to tag you both out there because you're both doing so well. Well done. Well done. Guys, we got slightly out of control there. What can I say? Whew. Right, so anyway, moving things on. We're now going to come on to our penultimate game. So, with this, let's have a look. Audience, we are going to go on to the... Did I say penultimate? Our ultimate game. The final game. The final game. The ultimate game. It is the ultimate game. And we are going to have a game of Impression Battle Royale Tournament. No, we're not. That's the wrong game. We're going to have an extreme monologue. An extreme... We don't have time for the latter. We don't have time for the latter. Right, so, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. We are going to have... And the screen is frozen. There it is. It's back. We're going to do an extreme monologue. We're going to do extreme monologue. The way it works is each of our performers will get an opportunity to perform a monologue. But there are 3 rules which we are playing during this World Championship Festival. The first rule is that you are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. So you are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever, including small words like and, if, they, but, etc. Not allowed to repeat any words at all. You're also not allowed to hesitate, which in this game we count as an extended pause of about that length even, or non-words such as or If you break those rules, then it will be over. And the third rule, we are going to loosely include the deviation rule, which means that you cannot just go on a tangent listing things or counting numbers or the alphabet. You can include a small list, but it can't go on excessively, and it has to be relevant to the scene you are in, okay? Now, if you make it to 1 minute, then congratulations, you have made it. But if anyone notices that any of the 3 rules, repetition, hesitation, or deviation, have been broken during the course of the minute, call out freeze. If you correctly identify that a rule has been broken, then that will be the end of that person's monologue. And if you incorrectly try to challenge it, then they'll get to continue, but any of the words they've said will carry over. Now, let's roll the dice to see who will go first. And we are going to have Ruth. Ruth, you're going to start us off here. Could you please be... you are Elsa from Frozen. You have let it go after all these years. You are Elsa from Frozen. You have let it go after all these years, as suggested by James Parker on YouTube. I'm going to bring up the timer on my phone, just because we've had a couple of technical issues with the timer over the last couple of days. But here you go.
Let it go. So I did. Long time frozen. Elsa doesn't like ice. Give me sun, warmth, beaches, sand, sea, lovely. Must be good. Smile at people going by. Much joy to be had here. Nobody wants freezing.
Freeze! And that is time. Well done, Ruth. First go, made it to the minute. Excellent start to this here. And once again, I'll remind our performers, if you notice that any of the rules have been broken, call out freeze, okay? So, pay close attention. Let's roll the dice to see who'll go next. And it will be Marty. Marty, could you please be for us? Elsa from Frozen. No, okay, let's find someone else. Okay, you are... now, I'm going to give you the suggestion because it's the one I spotted, but I am going to give like a thought behind it. It says Marlon Brando trying to hide that he's choking on a steak. But I will just give with a suggestion like that obviously a choking sound can be repeated. So be careful. Don't fall into the trap of the suggestion, because otherwise you'll just fall into the trap. But here you go.
Ain't like a good piece of beef on a plate. Yum. Chew. Taste. Smell. Tasty.
Freeze.
Freeze, what's the challenge?
Hesitation.
I agree, that's a hesitation there. And that is at 32.20 seconds. So, let's record that time. 32.20. Yes, that was in the realms of hesitation. So, let's see who we're going to have go next. Next up will be Myra. Myra, let's see what we've got here. Roderick earlier, I don't know what this suggests related to, said these conversations are strangely compelling. That's what we aim for. That's what we aim for. But Myra, could you please be for us?
Okay.
We'll go for a different one. Oh my goodness. Audience, just because of the votes, I can't find these things. Could you be Wonder Woman trying to talk her way out of getting a traffic ticket? You're Wonder Woman trying to talk your way out of getting a traffic ticket, and here you go.
You don't want to give me a traffic ticket because I'm Wonder Woman. Strong, brave, fierce, vengeful, and now angry. Take it off my screen right now, or you will have hell to
Freeze.
pay.
Freeze, what's the challenge? What's the challenge?
Repetition of the word you. You don't want to
You.
be
Oh, repetition of you. Excellent time, though. 27.16 seconds. Let's just add that. 27.16. So, let's see who will go next. Next up, Becky. Let's find a character for you. Oh, it's such a shame. Right, okay, something I'll tell you guys later. But anyway, right, now then, could you please be for us the genie from Aladdin complaining to his therapist about never getting to make any wishes for themselves? You are the genie from Aladdin complaining to your therapist that you never get to make... Okay, and Becky, here you go.
Look, Mr. Smith. Aladdin, selfish. The monkey, self-absorbed. Jasmine, sane. I need things to do. Give me money, riches, more power. Childhood. Sad.
Freeze, yeah. I think hesitation, are we saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I've knocked the time. It was 42 seconds. 43.20. Excellent time there again. So let's just add that there. Let's see. 43.20. Excellent. Who has not had a go at this stage? Who has not had a go? So Nick, Nisha, and Jennifer. Oops, and next up will be Nisha.
Danny. And Danny.
And Danny, right. But Nisha, you'll go next. Could you please be for us? Scrolling down, got to see one. Could you, I don't know if we already had this week, we definitely had something, but you are Kate Bush actually trying to run up that hill. So you are the singer Kate Bush actually trying to run up that hill. Because she sung a song running up that. Watch Stranger Things. Now, anyway, you are Kate Bush. You are trying to run up that hill, and here you go.
Challenge accepted. accepted. Run I must. Hill will conquer. Grit, passion, feet meets ground. Breakthrough, sweat, blood. Mountains made molehills. Mind over matter. Watch. Beat. Push. Now. Give up.
And that is 1 minute. That is 1 minute. Excellent stuff there. Well done, Nisha. So, with that, let's just add that there. Okay, and now then, that leaves us with Danny, Nick, and Jennifer. So, next up will be Jennifer. Could you... I love the thoughts that we're now getting here. We're going to go with it. You are Shania Twain, actually getting impressed by something. So, you're Shania Twain. Audience, give us more like this. I love it. Right. So, you are Shania Twain actually getting impressed by something. Let's grab the timer. And here you go.
I am blown away. Extreme. Better than Brad Pitt. More muscular. More luscious. Tall. Buff. You want to have dinner tonight? Avec moi? Je suis très impressée. Feels like cheating. But
Freeze. What's the challenge?
Hesitation.
Yeah, I would say hesitation at 46.13 seconds.
Sorry, Jennifer.
Okay, fantastic stuff. So, we have Nick and Danny. Let's see who will go next. Nick, you will go next. Danny, do you know someone called Sophie Armstrong? Okay, no worries. Because it says, we've got the suggestion here, the Queen trying to fight her way out of Danny's beard. And you're Danny, obviously. So, let's go with it. So, Nick, you are the Queen trying to fight your way out of Danny's beard. And...
Queen of England, I'm presuming?
Sorry?
The Queen Mother, I'm presuming?
I don't know. We'll find out. In here we go.
Why am I stuck in this freaking beard every damn day? I must deal with this moron.
Freeze.
Oh, what's the challenge?
I
At 18.97
totally
seconds.
caught myself.
Right. 18.15. Right, so that leaves us with Danny. Hopefully you're out the beard. No, hopefully the Queen is out your beard by now. And let's see.
I'm still in there somewhere. They are in there somewhere.
Right.
Ow.
Right.
I go, ow! What? Why am I on the floor now?
Right, so here we go. Danny, last one, and then audience, after this we will have the big vote, as we call it. Right. Could you please be for us Boris Johnson reading a bedtime story? Boris Johnson reading a bedtime story, and here you go.
Settle down, children. I, former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, will read bedtime stories. Once there was some princes and princesses living in Bishopsgate. Suddenly, economy crashed. Boom! Nobody had money, good, belongs here. Westminster, houses, cash, dollars, Wonga. Clarification, repeat, not United States. Yet.
And that is time. Well done, Danny. Well done. Taking it to the minute. So, with this, audience, that was our final game of the evening. Now, in a minute, but don't vote yet, we are going to have the big vote. Let me explain how this works, if you have not seen the show before. Now, before I start the timer, any votes that come through will not be counted, so don't vote yet. The timer will last for 2 minutes, and any votes that come through after the timer has ended will not be counted. So, you will actually get ever so slightly longer than 2 minutes, because I am aware that there is a time delay, but I am monitoring at least one of the platforms, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, etc., that we are streaming on, and as long as I see that somewhere on the internet you've been able to see that 2 minutes have passed, then I will stop the timer then. So it means you actually get ever so slightly longer than 2 minutes. But the other thing is, you can only vote for one performer who you would like to see progress through in this championship. So you only get to vote for one performer, okay? If I find that any audience member is double voting, I will discount all of your votes. And that is to the audience member. So don't try to vote for someone and then penalise that person, because I'll discount all of your votes if you start spamming the chat. Now, on the show tonight, you can either vote for Becky, Ruth, Myra, Marty, Jennifer, Nick, Danny, or Nisha. Now, during this time of voting period, performers, feel free to tell any jokes, anecdotes, plug anything that you've got coming up, just because I'm going to take at least a couple of minutes to be counting up these votes as they come through in real time. But with this, audience, here we go. The voting time has now started. So you guys chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to make sure I can see where all the votes are coming in.
I wasn't supposed to be doing the show tonight. I was supposed to be doing it tomorrow night. It's very strange being here tonight.
Thanks for coming tonight, Ruth. Then.
What was that?
Thanks for coming tonight. So
it's been such fun. So lovely to see people that I've not met before as well.
And your hair looks very good straight out of the shower.
Oh, thank you. I'm lucky because it's naturally curly. So,
Hey, David, thanks for having us, of course.
You're very welcome, guys. Very welcome.
I was a bit worried I wouldn't be able to join tonight. I had a filling earlier today.
Oh no!
Obviously, it's my first one, so I knew I had much experience. So,
Wow!
First ever. Wow!
Which is really
Forever? Ever?
Outside your window now.
I didn't realise the numbing lasted for like 2 to 3 hours. So when they let me go home, I was like walking down the street because I couldn't feel it. Like people probably like looking at me weird, but
I was worried that it wouldn't work on my phone today because my parents don't have Wi-Fi, but it worked fine.
We could have ended up with no one on the show tonight, guys, so I thank you all for being here.
I was invited at the last minute. I was like, hey, are you available to do a thing? And I'm like, yes, I'm available to do a thing. Can I get some details on said thing I'm available to be doing?
Oh, you just got dragged into it with no warning.
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost like I was dragged into an asylum.
What's that?
Almost like I was dragged into an asylum.
So you said yes, not knowing what it was. Like, were you down for whatever?
You know
I usually am.
Yeah? Whoa. Good to know.
I find the alphabet syllable games, I'm like, oh, my brain.
Oh my god, the one syllable game that murdered me. I felt so dumb.
Oh, I hate that. I hate the game where you leave out a letter. I always do terrible at the game.
I'm usually good with single syllable Showdown, but yeah, I couldn't carry on with the way Marty was going.
The person that got the GD monologue as to why he was stuck in the lab and he was so angry. I'm like, I can do that.
Oh.
But they did so well.
Oh shit! Audience, sorry, that is voting time over. That is voting time over. So sorry. I was absorbed counting the votes. Any votes that come through now from this moment will not be counted. You had about an extra, God knows how long, about an extra 45 seconds. So, audience, guys, keep chatting for a minute. I'm just going to keep tallying these up because there's an awful lot of votes tonight. So keep going. I'll be back in a second.
Have you seen the Avengers film? I was confused because I thought Loki and Thor were friends, but maybe they're enemies now.
So they're brothers.
It's a love-hate relationship.
It
It's like,
depends.
Oh, it's complex. Wow.
Very
It depends on which
complex,
movie you're watching.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Rich storytelling, Marvel. Okay. You. Wow.
But you guys basically nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, with the hammer.
With the hammer.
We could have also done. We could have been smart and done the other Avengers film, but it was really terrible. The one with Sean Connery.
Okay.
And, Ralph Fiennes and Uma Thurman.
So, with that, guys,
Highlander.
bear with me, guys.
Could have done Highlander 2.
I love the fact that you don't care about who's won now. Right, okay, so she's like, no, Highlander, the Avengers, like the British Avengers film, though. Right, okay, so anyway, let's get on with this. Now, audience, thank you very much for all of your votes. I just had to go through and make sure there weren't double votes and stuff like this. Now then, I can announce that I will keep it the idea of 5 people going through tonight. And let's now announce who it will be. So going through to the next round will be Jennifer. Well done, well done. Nisha. Well done, congratulations. Marty. Congratulations. Ruth. Well done. Oh, she's not on the screen. Oh, there she is, and there is Ruth. And lastly, Danny. Well done, well done. Now, thank you very much, everyone who has taken part tonight. You've all been fantastic. It's been great to have all of you on the show. So, audience, we're now going to find out where we can find all of our performers on social media. Now, I'll just say, because we've got some people on the show who either haven't done it before, haven't done it regularly, we do shows online every week. And you're very welcome back to come and do any of our weekly shows if you've enjoyed it. So, just like message me, drop me a message, whatever. I'll tell you how we can have you on the shows because you are all fantastic. But for now, let's find out. Jennifer, where can the people find you on social media?
Oh, on Facebook, it's Jennifer Osborne Prescott. Oh, I have a YouTube channel, Jennifer Prescott. It's YouTube/Jennifer Prescott, I think. And Instagram, I think my tag is Jenny Fresh, Jenny Phresh.
Okay, fantastic. Becky, where can the people find you?
All right, I'm too old for TikTok, too young for Facebook, but I have Instagram and Twitter, and my handle is very easy. It is my name, Becky Jenkins, IRL, in real life or Ireland, whatever.
Ah, double meaning.
Yeah, and that's it. Thanks, you guys. This is cool.
Thank you. Marty, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at What Would Jesus Glue, and here on Extreme Improv most weeks. Please, guys, all you new folks, please come play with us. It would be so much fun.
Okay, Myra, where can the people find you?
Find me on Facebook at the G&T Collective, also on Instagram on the G&T Collective.
Awesome, thank you very much then. Myra. Nick, where can the people find you?
I can be found on Twitter at NSTEP on Twitter and on Facebook, Nick Stevens.
Okay, Ruth, where can the people find you?
Oh, you probably best find me on Twitter at Ruth Curtis Acts. I'm in other places. I'm quite often here on Extreamed, especially on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I think.
Okay, Nisha, where can the people find you?
Hey. Hi. Yeah, so you can find me on Facebook as Nisha Darren Naya, Or you can find me on Monday Night Improv on Facebook.
Awesome. And Danny O'George, where can the people find you?
Hello. So obviously you'll find me in the semi-finals, but you'll also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Danny Unplanned. You'll find me on Twitch at DownBDanny, the letter B. You'll also find me as part of the Portsmouth Improv Experience. I believe we're doing a show on Friday as part of this festival. You can also, and I'm going to drop it early, you can also find me on Spotify. I have 2 new songs coming out very soon.
Ooh, well done. Exciting stuff.
They're not parodies this time, they're actual just covers, but I'll have more information available. I'll plug it on my Instagram and my Twitter, so...
No, look forward to that, Danny. Well done. That's great news. Okay, so very quickly for me, my name is David Pstansky, and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pstansky, spelled P-U-S-T-A-N-S-K-Y. As I mentioned earlier, you can get these couple of books I've written, the Extreme Improv, Big Book of Improv Games, which will which will tell you how to play all of the games we've done on tonight's show, plus so many more, and the new book, The Ultimate Guide to Creating Virtual Theatre, which will tell you how to produce a show such as this, or any show, any type of theatre that you want to put online. It will tell you how to do that. Check out the website www.xstreamed.tv. There is the schedule on there for all of the guest shows. We've got a guest show coming up in just about 20 minutes or so, and that's One-Eyed Scouts. If you guys need to start a little bit late, Jennifer, that's absolutely fine, but audience, you will be able to find it on this YouTube channel or Facebook or anything like this. Just look up Extreme Improv, youtube.com/Extreme Improv, smash that subscribe and all that. Very quickly, Hannah says, Danny is best man. So if that's not motivation, I don't know what is. Best, just the best man in general, or like a wedding best man?
I'm best man. I'm one of the 2 best men for their wedding.
Ah, there we go.
Well, actually, since I saw it in the comments on YouTube, if anyone wants to crash a wedding, there's 5 spaces available on the 27th of August. Come to Guildford.
What, just anyone?
I don't know. I saw them promoting it in the comments. I assume they have 5 spaces to fill. So
yeah, okay. Well, on that,
Guildford in London.
yeah, just I don't know. Right. Anyway, just very quickly because we are going to have to wrap things up there. Princess Diva on YouTube says everyone was brilliant. I hope you all come back soon. Well done. That was great. Says Blake. Great show, everyone. What a tourney, says Rob. Love, love, love you all. You're all stars, says Jane Martin. I think when someone says love that many times, I just don't believe they mean it. Right, and the Gallant Hero says, congratulations to you all. Thank you for plugging that. Danny says, oh, I can't ever remember how to pronounce that name, but you know who you are. And with this, from me, from everyone else, stay safe, always stay extremed, and ciao for now. Boom, and we're off the air. Awesome show, guys. Well done, well done.
Thanks. So fun. Thank you so much.